chops matter, artistic brilliance matters, but all of that other, as Torae said, less glamorous stuff, showing up on time, saying please and thank you, maintaining those relationships, if you don't have that going on also, that other stuff isn't going to get you started.
People won't want to continue to work with you, or your name will travel fast. Like, your name always gets to the building before you do. And so that part of your reputation will always beat you to any room, or any interview, or any opportunity. And it may deter people from wanting to work with you because they know that you're not professional, or you're going to change stuff up at the last minute, or you're not going to show up and you're going to leave them on the hook. Like, people just don't want to do business with people that do bad business. And I think that's a part of the music business that isn't always talked about, because it is two parts. It's the music, which is the chops, which is the talent, which is the skill set, which is the amazing thing that draws everybody in. But the business part is equally as important, because either you're not going to get a continue with business, or you're not going to be taken care of and compensated for your talent as much as you should be, because there's a lot of people that look to take advantage of you in this business as well.
Right. So tell us how you got into doing radio, because I know that's a big part of what's on your plate now. Have any of you guys heard his show on Sirius Xm? I know it's on at 5 in the morning. So
college kids don't have Sirius Xm. It's too expensive. I was actually on, I just recently went to mornings. Mornings are a really important part of radio, because that starts your day, and that starts your morning drive. And the theory they believe is that whatever is happening in the morning, if you get them in the morning, you'll keep them through the duration of the day. And so, morning drive is really important. Also, people headed into work, they're trying to figure out, what's going on for the day. They want to hear some good music. They want to hear some good information, conversation. So I do enjoy being a morning radio host. So how that came about was, again, through relationships, and somebody that I mentioned earlier, DJ Eclipse. DJ Eclipse was really important in my career for a number of reasons. Anybody familiar with WNYU's radio station with Stretch and Bobito? DJ Eclipse and his crew had taken on from Stretch and Bobito's run. They started the halftime show. And the halftime show was like, if you were anybody who could rap, if you were anybody that was lyrically dope, if you were anybody that really wanted to break through and show your skills to an audience of people that would enjoy it, then you had to go through the halftime show. And I met DJ Eclipse when I walked into Fat Beats with all these vinyl, saying, can you take some of these records on consignment and see what they'll do? He and I formed this friendship. He was like, I like the record, I heard the record, I've been playing the record, I'll take a few copies. He would hit me up every so often and say, yo, you sold out, bring some more copies in. And he and I had formed this friendship. So after the DJ Premier record came out, and I traveled and I went on tour, and I sold some records and I sold some merch and did some cool things like that, DJ Eclipse asked me if I would be interested in co-hosting his radio show. Now, I had been a guest on his show a number of times. He and I had a friendship and a rapport at that point. So he knew my personality, but me as an artist, I was like, I don't think it makes sense for me to be on the radio if I'm a recording artist and a rapper. Like, I had tunnel vision, and I wanted people to have one view and one vision of me as well. But because it was DJ Eclipse, and because he was somebody who had helped me out so much in the early stages of my career, he was somebody I couldn't outright say no to. So I said, I'll give it a shot. I'll try it for a couple weeks. I'll see if I enjoy it, and then we'll take it from there. And that's when I coined the phrase, always take the meeting. No matter what the situation, the opportunity is,
write that down.
always take the meeting. And it's literal and it's figurative, because you might have a certain idea of what you want to do, where you want to go, what school you want to be in, what company you want to intern for, and another opportunity may come in a roundabout way, and because you got blinders on, you miss what's happening over here, and you miss what's happening over here. So always take the meeting, sit down, see what people have to say, see what people have to offer, and then you can make a more educated decision based on having all the information. But if you just focused on, like, yo, I'm going right here, you might not realize the path to right there is right here, because you're trying to break through the wall right here. So always take the meeting. So I sat with DJ Eclipse, I went to the show, I tried it out, I was like, this is cool, it's like easy. I listen to music all day. I listen to hip hop. I know enough about it to speak about it in length. And I thought that it would be cool because like at the time they were saying Sirius Xm had like 25 million subscribers. And I was like, what? I don't have 25 million people that bought my album. So I need to figure out a way to get into their ears and their thoughts and their psyches in a roundabout way. And so I worked with DJ Clips on his show probably for the next 3 years, and I thought it was an amazing experience. And I felt like after those 3 to 4 years, that audience that I was speaking to was my audience, and those people knew me, and I knew those people, and I knew when I put out a record that those people who listened to his show would be those people that knew me to support it. I was trying to figure out how to get to the rest of the people. You know, I was trying to figure out how to get to the mainstream audience. I was trying to figure out how to get to the people because that show came on Sunday nights from 10 to midnight. So that's a very specific audience of people who's listening for that. You know, that's when they kind of relegate underground hip hop for those hours. I was like, I need to get to the people that are listening at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m. I need to get to like the vast majority of people on a regular basis. And so I went over to the powers that be at Sirius Xm and I presented, you know, what my thoughts were, and they totally got it. They were like, we think you'd be great. We want to try you in this slot on Sunday mornings. Like, they usually start you on weekends when you do radio, overnights or weekends. We want to start you in this slot on Sunday morning. And I was like, perfect. So I started the Sunday slot, and I want to say maybe 3 months after I signed my contract and started doing the Sunday mornings, 3 to 4 months, their main evening drive guy left the company. And so they were like, Torae, this DJ is gone. We got 5 to 10 p.m. open, and we want to try you in this position in the interim basis. And it was like 5 or 6 years, and I'm still in this this temporary position of doing that show. With Dime, you can sing a note, or you can pitch an idea, or you can show off a product that you have been working on. You know, you put in your 10,000 hours, so when you get to that moment, that chance encounter, everything that you've been preparing shows, and people say, yeah, I like that, let's do it, you know, something like that. So it's something to think about. But the hard work is the part that you can't skip. You gotta put the time in to own your craft and your skill set and really grow it and develop it, so that when you get an opportunity to present it to somebody that can help change your life, everything is, you know, as tight as you want it to be.
Absolutely. So you've got so much going on now. He's acting, he's writing, he's making great music. I can speak from some experience because I actually got to throw down and play a little tambourine on one of his tracks a few months ago.
Killed it, by the way.
That's what you call a shameless plug. A shameless self-plug, but I'm very proud to be part of what he does. But meanwhile, you've got this radio show, you're acting. How do you manage to keep all those spinning plates in the air? This is a time when it is possible for people to wear multiple hats, to do lots of different things, but you're doing more than most. So how do you keep it together? How do you manage to prioritize and manage your time, your family, to be able to do everything and not just do it, but do it really well?
I mean, I think you said it. Time management is key. You know, early in the conversation, I talked about writing things down. So every morning, I still wake up and I write out my list. Even if I have it in my phone, even if I have it in my calendar, I write out my list. I say, this is what I need to do. This is where I need to be. Okay, I need to be here at this time, and it's going to take me an hour to get here, which I need to be here at this time. So now I got to figure out, you know, what time I need to leave here, to arrive here, and also what I'm going to do in transit. So if I'm sitting in the car, if I'm sitting in the back of Uber, if even I take the subway, and I got 40 minutes, that's not an idle 40 minutes. You know, I'm typing out emails, I'm reading through stuff, I'm looking at photos, I'm approving things, so when I get back to service, I can shoot those emails out. Or I'm writing. I spend a lot of time, like, New York is a great inspirational place. You know, so many different things to draw from, so many music that you may come across, so I spend a lot of time.